Hello, users. Welcome back. We are here once again with more of the Consulting Detective Network. I am happily joined again by... Well, no, I'm happy to be joined again. I don't know if she's happy about it. To be joined again by Midi Mayo. Look, this intro is going long. It's fine. And we are here again once more with Aviary Attorney. I'm ecstatic to be back to it. I'm ecstatic to be again here with Midi. After she got to go do a bunch of fun stuff. Hi, Midi.
Hello. Yeah, I went to Anime NYC. So that's Anime New York City. I think it's probably the East Coast's biggest anime convention now at this point. But I also was like sick that weekend. So it was like both fun and a little treacherous.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to take that as a reminder to throw out a casual, your friendly neighborhood AI reminder of, hey, the new COVID vaccine came out this week, got approved by the FDA. If you have not gotten your shot in a while, consider going to your local pharmacy to get one. Anyway, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I will have a cough now and then, or I will clear my throat now and then. But otherwise, I'm a lot better than I was. It was not Miss Rona, but I do need to get an updated vax.
Yeah, I had an appointment for yesterday, and they ran out. So try again next week.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the trend for a bit.
Yes, because it's been a little while since they approved a new one. Where are my notes? Where did we leave off?
I think we were finding out that the Fox guy is probably not the Prince of Spain.
Right, there was no such thing as Prince Juan. There was a Count of Montemolin is the notes I have written down.
Ouch, oof, my anti-vax parent says box in my chat. I think you're old enough to just go get it yourself. Question marks?
Yeah, and I think it's still outright free, at least until the end of September, or if it gets extended again. So, yeah, go get a vax.
That might have yeah, you definitely have to check. That might have ran out. I think for people who don't have insurance, I think insurances are still covering it. I'm not sure.
I may have just taken a bite of something and I should not have, but hello. No, it's
Allergic?
okay, Box. I get it. Yeah, so my notes say that there was a lot of calls to Don Quixote, and we're not talking about the Japanese convenience chain. And so there's a good chance that either this fox is not Prince Swan, or thinks he's Prince Swan and is not actually Prince Swan and is hallucinating it, which is also possible. Okay, so here's my theory. We got hired by a mouse to go save this Prince Swan because the mouse is in a private eye partner is out of town. And we saw the opening cutscene with Prince Swan getting talked about by a bunch of people in hooded robes. My bet is that Prince Juan is actually the private eye, and he got knocked over the head, and he'd been reading Don Quixote beforehand, and that's what went into his brain.
You know, that could be a thing.
But
I didn't have any deep thought explanations about it. I was just like, this guy is probably a little cuckoo.
Yep. Or it could be like the first one, and he's actually did do the murder, and it's someone else entirely.
Yeah. So
all right.
We shall see. I'm excited to see what goes on.
All right, let me switch scenes here, and then we can go ahead and get started. I hear the game. I see the game. I see levels bouncing around. If anyone in either chat does not see or hear the game, let me know, because then you're hallucinating.
Or your audio is messed up and it's not ours.
A new day.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, I don't remember where we went at all. I should have wrote that down.
I forgot there's a lot of things going on. I do remember that we went to the chocolate place.
We didn't have enough info. And the guy was like,
yeah, we didn't have enough info. I don't know if we went to the Louvre.
I helped you win a game of blackjack at Le Canard Joy.
Yeah, so that's not gonna help us anymore. We went to the library. That's how we found out that the guy is probably not who he says he is.
Yep.
Or thinks he is.
And we can't talk to him in jail because that visiting is done until the trial, I think?
I wasn't sure if it was done... Like, if it was done because of the trial, or, like, they were just closing that day? Or something?
I mean, we could try it again. My concern is that it takes time.
Yeah, I know. Well, it took a day to get the information from the library, so we might be able to talk to him again because of that. Like, so they might have changed. I do believe that the tavern will not help.
I mean, look, I'm not going to stop you from playing more blackjack,
but I still don't think the chocolate would help.
Look, I'm not going to stop you from playing more blackjack, but I don't think it's going to help the case.
Yeah. I don't think the Louvre would help right now either. Where was the person killed again?
Les Halles? No, it was the Louvre. It was the museum.
Okay. Okay, so the guy got killed at the museum. But that's basically... Yeah, I don't think we'll find anything else.
I think...
in there.
I wish... Oh, let's go somewhere that we can actually... That it doesn't pass time. Let's go to our offices so we can look at our inventory in our notebook and see if we have more people.
That's a good idea.
So I think you can just click on it now. Alright, Don Quixote. Page 44 explicitly seems to be missing. Maybe we do go to the library and ask about that. Or no, we found it. Okay. It was found in the Tuileries? Tuileries. The toilet gardens.
Toilet gardens? Poisoned rose.
Oh, right. We scared off the flower seller? Right?
Yeah. Who ran away from us.
We're real bad at knowing when to press or not press.
Yeah.
All right.
The donkey.
We have a lot more people than we had before.
We do, but there's still a whole nother page of that.
Mm-hmm. Like, I would want to ask if the swan was at the chocolate factory, but...
I still feel like we don't have enough...
Yeah.
people to actually ask the guy again.
Did I make this work here? Hold on. It's half working here. Okay. Don't worry about it.
My educated guess says that we should go back to the prison.
Sure. Willow. Wow, she almost...
Let's hope that's not the wrong
I just
choice.
had to be very loud at Willow. She was getting into something she should not.
Oh no.
Chat hurt me.
Over. Come back, Lieber.
Okay, well, let's hopefully that doesn't pass time. She's still getting into it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It's okay. Hello, chat. I think because I can't remember stuff and I'm already bad at making in-game decisions, I will be floundering the game and I might make us lose.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
She was chewing on a supposedly empty bag from Lush that Kia got, but I was pretty sure it still had, like, remnants of stuff in there, and that's definitely not safe for the
Yeah,
dog to consume.
residue.
Okay.
Just below. Yes, I know it smells delicious, but please stop.
Yes, please, no sick dog. No poisoning yourself. Okay, now you want to be cute. That's fine.
Gosh.
Anyway, I have no time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside.
You can't talk to me like that!
I just did. Oh, all right. I most certainly can. We've reason to believe the person you're housing is a suspect. That you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. A direct violation of statutes 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal act.
All right. No need to break out the legalese on me. I'll go open the cell.
Is he gonna be dead?
He might be. Wow, Falcon, how did you memorize those criminal codes? Memorize? Come on, Sparrow Son. Learn how to bluff.
Oh god. I did not expect them to do that every time. Alright, Senor Falcon. It is so good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope.
Confront politely or confront angrily?
I say politely.
Yeah,
every time we've tried to be
just...
well, and every time we tried to press someone, it's gone poorly.
Yeah.
Listen, Juan. In order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. I can't work with half-truths. You tell me one thing, and the prosecution's evidence tells me another, we're both in trouble. I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor. Do you want me to spell it out?
This doesn't seem polite.
I know that you are not a prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Herido. Hueso. Poisson. Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, that I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson. We're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all.
Did you just say monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent?
Ooh, did I get it right? Is he going to be the friggin' detective? Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Corrido is not my real name, and I am not a Spanish prince. What? That was just the persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. Because I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, because I'm a freak. Yeah, why would you want to get arrested?
Why would you want to get arrested? You're putting me in a difficult position, monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I would be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story.
I like stories.
There was a girl, a mademoiselle who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone has debts these days, monsieur. Indeed. But this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I owe from your parents. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with a foolish, archaic notion of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. The knight knew the murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I am saying, monsieur?
Several question marks.
Up to you.
I mean, I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say he got himself framed for a murder, but somebody else did it. But what's the point?
Thinking with the wrong head, Juan. Anyway.
Yeah, like... I mean, I feel like Falcon would be like, what the hell are you talking about, brother? Like...
I think he would get it at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he'd probably be like, what are you talking about in like the I don't why kind of way instead of not understanding, but I suppose we understand.
I understand, monsieur. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I'm glad that you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation.
But that still doesn't help, like, the whole thing, like, the whole case. It's like, it's like if she did it and you didn't do it, but there's not enough evidence that you did it.
Yeah. If I may ask, monsieur, why did you not just go to the police with the information that you had? The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem? Oh no, do we have a reputation for getting murderers off of prison sentences and that's why he came to us?
Oh boy. Maybe.
I'll let you know when I figure it out, monsieur. Dwell on it. Perhaps we should talk about something else in the meantime.
Why are we... Oh, okay. I thought he was just gonna tell another story.
So, what is your real name? What's in a name? It's just an empty label. A vapid reflection of who we really are. Today I am Juan... Wait, I cannot say the last name for the life of me. I am Juan Corrido, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Rayar, a pauper living under the bridge of Seine. Seine? But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. That didn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect that you already know my real name. Oh, prove me right. Prove me right. You are Renaud Valpez, private investigator. Yeah! Sorry, I just might have blown up Midi's ears a little bit.
Nah.
Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. Yeah, but our identity wasn't... Ooh. But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. Excuse me?
Are we too a murderer? You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that.
This isn't about me, Juan Renard. Monsieur, I'm trying to uncover the truth here. Of course. So, what truth is it that you are attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? For some reason, removing the bass from my voice to do that voice is more difficult than doing the judge's voice. I will keep doing it, but... But we don't have anything to ask, so.
Yeah, it's like he's just done with this conversation. He's like, oh, leave me alone.
I don't have any more questions for you, Juan. I think I've learned all we can for now.
Really? I don't feel that we learned very much.
Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter?
Uh-oh.
Whether the birds have flown south. What is that, some sort of code?
If the real murderers escaped.
Something like that. But rest assured, monsieur, this does directly pertain to the case. Well, if we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. Trial day is approaching.
All right.
Well, poop.
Well, that wasn't entirely useless, so that's good.
I guess let's go talk to him before we go to the trial, because I don't know that we have enough evidence for anything on the trial.
I don't think so. But now we can only go to the Justice Hall, and everything else we can no longer go to.
Wait, why not?
Well, I mean, we can. Actually, we can. It just doesn't use time. I assumed because the time thing was gone, that it no longer mattered.
Gotcha. I'm with you. I follow your line of thought.
Yes.
Yeah, I say let's do that, and then the Chocolate Emporium again.
So the one that uses time and then the chocolate report?
No. R&M Associates, and then the Chocolate Emporium.
Okay. Also, are the frames on my feed extremely slow? It looks like it on stream.
Not on my side. Let me check on my stream.
Well, there's not much frames to see now, but all the transitions
can you
look
move
like
your
they're
mouse
lagging.
for me? I'm watching on my stream.
Oh, the mouse looks fine on the stream. I guess the transitions just don't like me.
Weird.
Falcon, what are you doing? It's trial day. Huh? We have a Spanish prince to defend.
Uh-oh. Did we, like... We're gonna find out we did something out of order, aren't we? Alright. Oh, right. What was I thinking? Oh,
Darn,
yeah.
we can't even talk to Mousy. Mousy was right there.
I do see that. That's really strange. So, for some reason, the transitions get really choppy, but the actual game is not.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would... Maybe it's something to do with the compression because of all of the, like, really fine detailed drawing or something like that?
Maybe. I feel like it wasn't like that last time, but I can't say for sure. But I suppose it's not super important. We're about to lose.
This is probably true. That time it was fine. Weird. I don't get it. Oh wait, hold on. Let me check. Am I forcing a frame rate on my game feed view?
While you check that, I just want to check something real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't set the frame rate. Only you can. Need to add that to my command.
Okay. All right, time to face the music.
Yep, one moment while I try something here real quick.
Okay.
I'm just fixing up my feed prep file.
Yeah.
Okay. We shall continue. Once again, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves waiting outside the doors of the Tribunal de Grand Entrance. Man, I cannot talk today. Tribunal de Grand Instance.
Are you feeling nervous, Falcon?
A little bit.
So are we yang or dotting?
Sure, let's go with yes.
Or lying? Okay.
Of course I'm nervous. I'm sorry. Of course I'm nervous. What have we learned about Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murder? Nothing.
Easy there, Falcon. We can do this.
Every time.
Gosh.
Prince Juan? Oh no, sorry. Senor Falcon. I trust everything is in order. Absolutely. My very intention of bringing the truth to light in this trial. Such confidence. That's magnificent to see. Uh-oh. Midi. We've lost Midi, folks. Come back. Hi.
Discord?
Like, you didn't stop on Video Ninja or anything. I can still see you moving. I just could not hear you, and then the game cut out.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, like, my Discord, like, force restarted. Midi, come back.
Sorry that I told you that I was nervous. Oh wait, it's skipping around.
Oh, no.
No, I mean the game skipped forward.
Yeah, he said, no more jousting at imaginary giants.
Alright. Well, this is you.
All of you, cease your yammering. The doors are opening.
Here we go. Boy. Buena sete, Senor Falcon.
Yeah. We will. Are we ready?
Nope. We're ready. Oh, right, the rooster.
We have to face that cock. JJ.
Would you like to repeat
I'll
yourself?
read him so we don't have to have you go back and forth. What? Why are you zooming in on me? That's what he is. He's a rooster.
Uh-huh. Anyway, also, I think you were Cocorico.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember.
I need to start writing these things down. I'm a bad co-host.
We know for the next one.
Severin.
Nervous?
A little bit. Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. This whole cult room is nervous.
Well, cool your feathers, Falcon. Huh, terrible. You can't even maintain a stoic facade. I thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to relieve your previous embarrassments. But if this is how you act before the trial has even started...
Why, you pompous-tailed, posture-perfect... Ooh, new judge.
Oh.
Romulus. Order, order. Let's all settle down. Court is now in session. Ho, ho, ho.
Psst. Falcon.
What is it?
Is it me, or does the primary judge look hairier today?
That's a different judge, the one who presided over Dom Cataline's trial, you doofus.
Oh, still, it's a little strange, isn't it?
Sure.
I would... Yeah,
Sure.
I do think it's a little weird, because that guy is also looking kind of like... Kind of hungry.
Also, every time Sparrowson has called something out, he's been right.
True.
It is
It
a
is a
little,
little.
I suppose.
Oopsies.
Judge Cornell? Excuse me, Your Honor. Oh, yeah, they thought it would still be Judge Maxime. All right. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be residing over the case. Where is he? Huh.
Oh.
Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs.
They pushed him down the stairs, bro.
These are the cultists. But
These
rest
are the
assured,
cultists.
assessors, prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury, that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show underway. This is the trial of Prince Juan Corrido, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell, and of conspiring to murder the king himself. Roll call! The defense is present and ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Good. Very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracy.
Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
He's just messing with your head, Falcon. Keep it together.
So we're all on the same page. Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand.
A flight of stairs? Why can't the stairs just stay on the ground, like most stairs? This is true. Flight of the stairs. Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. What? That's what the chatter said. I'm simply reading. Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Just Volterty? Volerty.
I believe it's juiced.
Juiced.
Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. Oh, right.
Here we go.
I swear to speak without hatred or without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I'm Colonel Sanders.
Gosh, he definitely this last time. Please recite your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Inspector Just Volati. I am a servant of the law, the scourge of gutter rats.
That will do, Inspector. We've heard your monologue before.
The holder of 36 secret spices and herbs. Anyway.
Gosh. Whoa, Cocorico's really going for the speed record, isn't he? Now, can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January?
Of course. Oh boy. At
Here
10
you go.
At 10 o'clock in the morning, I was called to the Louvre's Grand Gallery by one of the King's Royal Guards.
Did he just say o'clock?
He did. There, I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, the corpse of Major Howell with a rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. The citizens and the king himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking the rose from Prince Juan's hand. and then promptly dropping dead.
And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse?
The coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died from poisoning. Aside from a prick of the finger, there are no signs of external harm to Major Howell's body. Therefore, the poison rose must have been the cause of death.
Putting the pieces together, that does seem very implicative?
Yep, implicative.
Implicative of the prince. I have no further questions.
Damn, I was hoping the coroner's report would determine the guy died from a freak heart attack or something.
That would make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we aren't so lucky. Something else must be amiss in the old bird's testimony.
Right, I'll tear it apart. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the witness. Falcon, was it? Don't waste the court's time. A high-ranking police officer would never lie on the witness stand. About that. I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying. I just want to make sure everything is properly covered. This sounds like pointless nitpicking to me, but I'll allow it. For now. Go on, Falcon. Do your cross-examination.
They keep trying to rush stuff. Like, I can understand that it's like a mechanic of the game, kind of. Like, being timed and not trying to do things too slow. But I'm also just like, shut up! Let me do what I want. Select a statement to question.
Can we ask about 10 o'clock? Let's ask
Sure.
about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, you say? Correct. 10 o'clock. Ooh. Let's say surely you mean 10 o'clock. Surely you mean to say 10 o'clock? I beg your pardon? You clucked like a chicken.
JJ, do you really want to kick off this trial by picking on petty pronunciation particularities?
Peculiarities.
Peculiarities?
Absolutely.
I feel like we're like speed racing ourselves to like die here.
Maybe. Yes, absolutely. Why would the inspector choose to say 10 o'clock rather than 10 o'clock?
Really now? That is a ridiculous thing to pick up on. Yes, JJ, us roosters have been known to cluck on occasion. It's a habit. Get over it.
This is such blatant time wasting. Oh. Well,
I thought the guy wasn't a...
yeah, he didn't seem like a rooster,
either.
but...
Yeah.
You have another question? There wasn't another question to ask. Oh, there was another question to ask. Yeah. Yeah. From the time you were called, how long did it take you to arrive at the crime scene? Around 5 minutes. I happened to be in the neighboring Palace Royal at the time, and so it was a simple journey. And I'm guessing that Major Howell would have been dead for around 10 minutes by the time you arrived. That would be a fair estimate.
Plenty of time for a bad guy to slip away, huh?
That's definitely a possibility. I don't think the court would appreciate my wild speculations, though. No.
Nah.
Maybe the 2 dozen citizens? Oh, wait. What's in our inventory? What do we have?
We've got the rose, Don Quixote, the book page, the business card, and the chocolate wrapper.
Right.
So I feel like we could question the rose and show the rose. I feel like that's all we got.
Maybe we ask about the witnesses.
Sure.
Inspector, you said there were around 24 citizens, all whom attest to seeing my client deliver the poisoned rose.
Oh boy, when you put it like that, our situation seems a little dire, doesn't it?
Correct. We collected precisely 22 testimonies, which is not like 36 secret herbs and spices, and there were no major inconsistencies. I keep changing the number because I can't remember the actual number that they say at KFC. What exactly did they say?
Yeah.
I would like further details. What exactly did the testimony say? Each citizen attested to seeing the king and his entourage approaching the new painting in the Grand Gallery. They each heard the king deliver a short speech, which was on the subject of progress and societal improvements and whatnot. There was some applause. Then Prince Juan stepped out of the crowd and approached the king with a rose in his hand. Each person then saw Major Howell take the rose from Prince Juan, and each person saw Major Howell promptly drop dead. I see. Some of the descriptions of the man's death were quite graphic. He convulsed, twisted, and spasmed, one said. His mouth frothed like he was a raving lunatic, said another.
God.
Thank you, Inspector. I think we get the picture. Midi? I believe Midi's talking to somebody outside of stream.
Huh.
Hi.
I perished again.
No, you were still here for me.
Oh, it was weird because Discord did a dee-doo.
Oh.
But your icon had like an exclamation point next.
Oh no.
Weird.
Wait, are you still there?
Hello?
Hi.
I'm still here.
Maybe you streamed to me in less than 720p.
I thought I was.
You're streaming to me on Discord at 720p 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was streaming 15 frames a second. That's
Yes.
what it was. What?
All right. I read this one, so we can continue.
Okay.
Do you have another question about the crowd's testimony?
Bug Fumpking Discord. Yep.
Look, I will get a Mumble server set up eventually, but it's going to take time.
Yeah. And take as much time as necessary. Do we have another question about the crowd's testimony?
I don't. I'm kind of at a loss. Do you have another question about the crowd's testimony?
No.
Poisoning?
Yeah.
Inspector, you said the coroner determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison.
Miriam asks, what is Mumble?
Mumble is a voice chat system and platform. You can host a private server for it, and it allows for much, much, much higher quality audio than Discord, and yet takes less bandwidth.
Mm.
So if we were to combine Mumble and, like, what is it called? Oh my god, what is it's something with a P.
Miriam says, "Oh, cool. Just federated on your personal servers, or
yeah. Or private servers. You can buy hosts. They actually provide like referrals on their website. It's one. I want to say it's like $40 for 2 years. I want to call this other thing Phaser, but that's not the right name. That's Game Engine. What is the name of Proton? Nope, not Proton. Parsec. Parsec. Yes. Okay.
Oh, I feel like you've mentioned Parsec before.
What are you doing, Midi? I'm assuming you have a bag of chips.
His Pop-Tart.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I was hoping it didn't get picked up.
Yeah, and Sable Juice in my chat is saying Mumble's great, but it requires more advanced setup. Yep, I have written up some instructions on Mumble just to make it simpler for folks that we do this with. I just haven't bothered with getting it set up. And depending on where it's hosted, you might need to do port forwarding. Correct? I have...
just like Minecraft.
A little bit. I would not be hosting it locally. I have some web host options. I've also looked into TeamSpeak, because that is still better than Discord, both on bandwidth and quality. But cost-wise, it's the same as Mumble, and so if I'm going to pay the same amount anyway, might as well use one that's better quality. Anyway...
Inspector.
Yes, I read that.
He was killed by poison.
Correct. He stated the signs and symptoms were textbook. There's no possibility the death was natural. What kind of poison was it?
Yeah.
Did the coroner mention specifically what kind of poison it was? He was not certain. At first, the coroner posited that it was a plant-borne poison of the aconite flower. We've heard about that before, haven't we?
Yeah, the guys at I was about to say the club. The guys at the tavern, said something about it. But, like, there's nothing in our box that would suggest... Well, and I mean, unless we show the flower itself, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. But when he learned how fast the poison had taken effect, he noted that this was atypical of aconite. Consequently, he suggested that it may have been some newly engineered concoction.
A newly engineered poison, you say? Well, that only reaffirms that this was a very deliberate assassination attempt.
Indeed. Yeah, I want to know how, if they say how it was delivered. Yes, please. Yep.
I guess how was he poisoned?
How exactly was Major Hal poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism? Oh, well, shit. His finger was pricked by a poisoned rose. He even commented out loud about it seconds before dying. All 22 citizens who witnessed the murder attested to seeing and hearing this. Poop.
Miriam says aconite is so mild a poison. Maybe this guy had pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, we're gonna find out this is just him dying from allergies to roses.
God, right?
Is there any possibility he was poisoned by something else?
What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard the 22 people saw the victim prick his finger and die.
Oh, shit, wait a minute.
Oi?
Huh. So... we didn't ask that. Okay. My thought now, if it was not our Volpez that did the murder, they're talking about how fast acting it was, right? What if it wasn't actually fast acting and he instead ingested the poison from, say, a chocolate bar?
Oh, I was thinking that it probably wasn't. I was like, it probably wasn't the rose. It probably was just the timing of the rose made it look like he died from the rose. But I wasn't sure how else he would have gotten the poison.
I do wonder if we're hard locked to a failure, but we'll find out.
We're probably hard locked to a failure. Miriam says, you gotta ingest. Yup. And I think Miriam just confirmed that, like, the guy probably ate poison chocolate. Miriam says, you gotta ingest it for it to do much of anything. And even then, it has to be a significant quantity for humans. I think some birds are probably more vulnerable, but it's still not to that application. Well, the person who ate it was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Dogs can't even eat chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
They can't digest that.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate is literally poison to dogs.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't die from the rose. He died from chocolate. Maybe. We'll see. What are you suggesting? That the pricked finger had no relation to the poisoning?
Oh, I was literally about to say that's exactly what I'm saying, but apparently they're saying exactly that for me. Thanks, game. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't doubt that Major Hal was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause.
Unbelievable! Only a total buffoon could fail to draw the blatant link here. JJ, as tempting as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basis of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the defense that you found traces of the poison on the thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was in fact the poison delivery mechanism.
Actually, I can't tell him that.
Darn it, my voice mod is not working. I was going to do a vine boom.
Oh. If you have it output to... If you change your microphone input on Discord to voice mod, it will get picked up by stream.
Oh yeah, I usually have it, but sometimes my voice mod decides to hiccup.
Because that lets me hit this button.
Whack.
Anyway.
Hold on, my vine blooms are very important.
It also lets me do this. Hello, chat. How are you doing today?
There we go. It was very important.
That's fine.
I dread to ask, but why not?
We didn't check the roses for traces of poison. It just seemed obvious that the rose caused the poisoning, given the timing of the incident.
Tisk, Inspector. Miriam says, most animals find polyphenols in chocolate, I think, quite toxic. Wait, no, tea flavor. It's the theobromine, which is the major part of this distinctive bitter flavor of cocoa. I'm not a chemist. I just like poison. Well, that puts you on the radar.
I'm just gonna hit the little monitor user button here. It'll be fine.
Well then, now would be a good time to make a test. Here's a marvelous thought. We prick the finger of the defendant with the rose.
Kokorika,
why do you want to kill me?
Yeah, like that. You can't attempt to murder a defendant. This is like a witch trial. If there's no poison on
the rose, then Prince Juan lives and he is free to go. If the rose is poisoned, then the prince dies. But that's okay, because the punishment would have just been fitting of the crime.
A marvelous suggestion. Judge, what the hell? If she sinks, she's not a witch and gets to go to heaven. If she floats, she's a witch and we'll burn her to death.
God.
Gain, get out of my head.
We're really on it with the humor, aren't we?
Yeah. What is this, a witch trial? Oh, geez. This isn't America, Severin. That's not how we do things here. I mean, you're not wrong.
Wow. Calm your feathers, JJ. It was clearly a joke. No, it wasn't. The guy literally said, "Let's do it." There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I'm sure the inspector will perform his duty with due diligence. Actually,
we won't be able to test the rose for poison at all.
we threw it away. Why's that?
Because I added it to my herbs and spices. Given that the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed by the police force. We burned it to ashes.
Such unprofessionalism.
If we have no way to know whether the rose was poisoned, then this whole trial ought to be called into question.
Nice try, JJ, but through the process of reasoning by elimination, we can still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose was poisoned. In other words, there was nothing else at the crime scene that could have caused the poisoning.
Wrong. There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison. Something the investigative police blindly overlooked.
The chocolate!
Chocolate bar from Hagerslag. Look at this.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
It is the paper wrapper to a piece. Oh, we're going to fail because we didn't ask about Major Hal. Damn it. It is the paper wrapper to a piece of chocolate. It was found in the Louvre. The Salle de Tibre? Google.
The Salle de Tibre? Tibre?
I'm looking it up. We're going to say it right.
Tibre.
Tiber.
Tiber.
Tiba. Okay. It was found in the Salle de Tiba, to be precise, and we can date its consumption to the date of incidence.
You're not suggesting.
That Major Hal ate a piece of poisoned chocolate moments before he died? I most certainly am.
Got a little favor. Did you see this wrapper at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector?
The police force does not have the time nor the resources to trawl every piece of trash at every crime scene, I'm afraid.
In other words, you overlooked it to astounding unprofessionalism.
The prosecution is right. Oh, wrong voice. The prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful display, Inspector. I offer my apologies, Your Honor. I don't want your
Ooh.
apologies. I want you to do your damn job properly.
Romulus, please.
Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself. Hello, Willow. As you wish. I'll take my leave. Until next time, messieurs. I'm going to get my chicken. Sorry.
So let me get this straight. This chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene.
Correct.
And you have reason to believe that it was consumed on the day of the incident.
I do. I have expert food tasting witness who is willing to testify if need be.
You have a foodie witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about, Fat? I see. But do you know for certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate? I thought we asked about Major Howell at the place, though.
I don't think we did.
I feel
I think it's because we didn't have like a photo of him, so we couldn't describe him.
But do we have one now?
I don't think. Oh yeah, now we do.
We do, but
Well, that is a fact we're still investigating. I mean,
I see.
we have as much evidence as you do that the rose was poisoned.
Literally. I see. And do you have evidence that this chocolate was in fact poisoned?
Again, that is something that may require a little more time to definitively prove.
So then, in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumed some poisoned chocolate. But you also don't have evidence that the rose was poisoned. That's not true, you bitch. Instead, you have a solitary piece of... Sorry, I got too mad.
Yeah, you're all right.
Solitary piece of rubbish that you picked straight out of the gutter. That's weak, even for you, JJ. Tell him no, it was at the crime scene.
Tell him get bent.
Let's move things along. I have another witness I would like to summon. He is a man who claims to have had an excellent view of the people going in and out of the Louvre at the time of the incident. Kingley. Toussaint Kingley.
Would the witness please approach the stand?
Oops, sorry.
Oh boy.
I don't remember this guy.
This is a new guy. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh, right. The oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Please state your full name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Toussaint Kingley, and I'm a person who fishes.
A person who fishes? So you're a fisherman.
Oh! Is that how it is? I thought the French justice system was better than this.
I beg your pardon?
Here comes Toussaint Kingley, the kingfisher.
Oh, I think that is a type of bird.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, he must be a fisherman. Because didn't you hear? All kingfishers are fishermen.
Well, you are carrying a fishing rod.
And? Can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel, and bait without being branded a fisherman? I mean, you just said you're a man who fishes. Look! The prosecutor is carrying a riding crop. Clearly, he must be a horse jockey.
Oh, for pity's sake. Fine. We can list your occupation as person who fishes and not fisherman.
Okay, bigot. Thank you.
Literally. God.
Actually, why do you carry a riding crop, Severin? I've never seen you ride a horse.
Obviously, he's into BDSM.
I mean, that's fine. It's weird to carry around in public, but no judgment.
I don't know, JJ. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane? I did notice he carried a cane because we usually don't see his back.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, why? Are you hurt?
This is veering quite far off course. Could the prosecution please get back to his questions?
Of course, Your Honor. Monsieur Kingley, is it true that you were nearby the Louvre at the time of the incident?
Yes, I was sitting upon the railing at the Pont des Arts.
Pont des Arts? That's the new bridge that's just a stone throw from the Louvre's south entrance, correct? We did go there. That's where we got the page.
That's right.
And what were you doing at the time of the incident?
I was fishing.
But not like a fisherman. Fishing like a person who fishes.
Barrison.
Kingfishers. Am I right, Falcon? Falcon, don't partake in microaggressions. So you would have had plenty of opportunity to see the people who entered and exited the palace. Can you tell us who you saw?
Well, the Louvre's a busy place. Naturally, I saw a lot of people. But at 9 a.m., I saw the king, Louis Philippe himself, enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. Then around 9:30 a.m., I saw a shifty-looking fox lurking around the entrance. Your Honor, I object to the witness's use of the term shifty-looking. It's vague and biased description. No, really, he looked super shifty. I saw him rubbing his paws and cackling gleefully. And then I saw him take out a rose and carefully rub the stem. You're going to be a fake witness, aren't you?
I think that's what that is. Rub the stem of a rose, you say, as if he were applying something to the flower, mayhaps?
Well, monsieur, I really shouldn't speculate.
Of course, it was wrong of me to ask such a leading question.
But yeah. His voice has changed like 3 times now. It definitely looked like he was putting some sort of powder on the stem.
You can't see him putting powder from that distance, I'm sure. How are you going to see powder from a distance? Wow! Even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission.
Because it's called bullshit, Cocorico.
Exactly. Members of the court, it sounds like what we have here is a direct witnessing of the defendant readying the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who saw the poison with his own eyes. I smell perjury.
You do?
No question. He saw a shifty-looking criminal readying the poison and cackling near the scene of the crime. That's not believable at all.
I think you might be right. I wonder if I have any evidence that calls Toussaint's story into doubt. Yes?
The page?
Yeah, because it was found on the west side of the place, right? Or the south side of the place? It was found on the opposite side of the place of where the guy is at.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to question the witness. Really? This nonsense again? You just heard the witness directly describe your client readying poison on a rose. What is there to question? I can't say that word in that order correctly for some reason. I'm just trying to uncover the truth, Your Honor. Ugh. Fine, do your thing. Go on, Falcon. Go make a fool of yourself. Oof, oof.
He is so rude. I'm about to hop up on that podium. All right.
So it'd probably be that one, the Pont des Arts. Monsieur Kingsley, you say that you were sitting upon the railing of the Pont des Arts on the morning of the incident. Yep. Middle one.
Yes, of course. I wasn't going to click the top one.
Monsieur Kingsley, you had a good view of the Louvre's south entrance, didn't you? Yep. The Pont des Arts is a great vantage point from seeing the Grand Gallery's south side.
Who says that when they're just hanging out?
What about the other entrances? The Other entrances? You mean like if you were entering the Tuileries Gardens or... oh boy. Place du Carousel? No, I couldn't possibly see any of those areas from the bridge.
But of course, that isn't relevant. Monsieur Kingsley witnessed Prince Swan entering the south entrance with flower in hand, and that's what counts.
What if Prince Swan used
But what if
another
he used
entrance?
another entrance?
Uh-huh. What if Prince Swan didn't enter from the south entrance? What if he approached the Louvre from the gardens to the west? Because that's where we found it. Above or below. What if he parachuted into the museum?
Yeah.
The Tuileries Garden to the west.
That's a big what if. Do you have any evidence that Prince Swan entered the Louvre from the Tuileries Garden?
Sure do. As a matter of fact, yes,
That's
I do.
the one thing we have on deck.
Yeah. I have definitive proof that Prince Swan approached from the west and not the south. Hey, I know what I saw, monsieur.
And we know you got some fine coin from this. I'm doubtful too. Go on, JJ. Show us this definitive proof that Prince Juan entered from the Louvre, from the Tuileries Garden.
I mean, technically, he might not be lying. It just may not be that Prince Juan is the fox that he's talking about. We did see that cutscene with those other foxes. What if it's the judge? Anyway.
Honestly, I feel like it is because he wants to get this over with, and it seems like he just wants to leave. So I feel like the judge is guilty.
Maybe.
He needs to get off the podium.
But yes, it was found by the west entrance.
Yes.
Look at this.
Look at it.
Look at this photograph. No.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, I didn't know that was a song. I just knew the meme image.
Oh yeah, it's a whole song. People have altered the song to where they mess with the guy's voice. So there's different ones where he says look at this meme and other things.
Look, Robot Spacer, I didn't know it was a song. I'm sorry.
He's okay, to his defense, he does not listen to music. But
I'm music deficient.
Knowing the origins of a meme should be VTuber culture. Bats my eyelashes. I'm just teasing you.
No, it's fine.
A book page.
Page 44 of Don Quixote, specifically. It's found on most corners of Japan's streets and subways, right? Subways? Train stations? Subways?
I would beg to differ. From what I know, it's a very big department store, and when I was visiting in Japan, there was only one place I knew where it was. So it might not be too super common. But I did find out recently that 7-Eleven is a Japanese-owned company. It wasn't always.
No, it became one 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
I had no idea.
Well, I mean, they're even bringing over,
recently.
Japan's entire 7-Eleven series of food to the U.S.
I know. That's why I was like, oh, I wonder why they're doing that.
Because the U.S. 7-Elevens are hot trash. And, well, that's not true. The ones in New York, New Jersey are all right. But most of the rest of America
they're kind of bad.
They're still bad, to be clear.
Yeah.
They're still bad. They're just not hot trash like they are in the rest of the U.S. They're definitely not Japan quality.
Yeah, Japan quality was delicious. It tasted like actual food. Where I had a hash brown from 7-Eleven in the States, and it felt like I ate a cardboard.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to see them bring that stuff over.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's well, these are the right ingredients, but it's still made with hot trash. So
yeah.
We'll see. All right.
Anyway.
Just found outside the Louvre's west entrance.
This proves nothing.
I'm not done yet. Take a look at this.
Don Quixote?
This is the book Prince Juan has been reading in jail since his arrest. I believe he's had it in his person for some time. And yes, Page 44 is missing. The first thing I checked. You do realize what this means, don't you, Severin? The defendant was present in Tuileries Garden prior to entering the Louvre. This also means, in all likelihood, the defendant entered the Louvre from the west entrance, not the south. Take that!
Take that!
Could not possibly have been seen by Monsieur Kingsley from the Pont des Arts. What? I know what I saw, Monsieur.
A fine theory, Falcon. But maybe the defendant took the long way around. One can still travel from the Tuileries to the Louvre south entrance by walking along the river.
An extra 2 kilometers of walking just to enjoy some pre-murder scenery. Let's not say silly things, Cocorico.
Okay, maybe the defiant deliberately left the page there to mislead the investigation.
Now you're the one who's blindly speculating.
It's not blind speculation, it's viable hypothesis.
Viable hypotenuse. You are fond of logic, aren't you, Cocorico? Let's talk about Occam's razor. When torn between 2 seemingly equal hypotheses, you must side with the one that imposes the fewest assumptions. Which of these theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. The page from Prince Juan's book fell out on his way to the Louvre south entrance. 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance it would be discovered, then he took the long way around.
How dare you! The nerve of you to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts!
I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes, bitch.
Ooh! Got him!
Monsieur Falcon, please calm yourself. What is the point of all this yammering?
He was yammering before, and you're not telling him to shut up.
The ultimate point is that Toussaint's testimony is fabricated, made up, utter fiction. No, everything I said is the truth. I suspect that the witness isn't even a fisherman. I'm not a fisherman! See? He admits it himself. That's not what I meant!
What a twist.
You've gained a little favor with the jury. Prosecutor, you have something that will put this arrogant Falcon in his place, don't you?
I must concede.
You concede?
On this point, at least, Falcon's evidence strongly suggests that the key component of Monsieur Kingsley's testimony is false.
No!
This doesn't mean that Prince Swan is innocent, of course. All Falcon has demonstrated that this particular witness is unreliable.
But I did see something. I really did. Okay, all right. So, maybe I didn't exactly see a shifty-looking fox. I made that part of the story up. But I did see a swan lurking, oh boy, around the south entrance on the morning of the murder. A swan? Do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How can we possibly trust anything you have to say? Your Honor? Judge Romulus, we're out of time. We're 10 minutes overdue to start on the hare versus tortoise trial. Oh, joys. It's that late already. Curses, I was hoping we could have the case wrapped up in a single trial session.
It is a shame, but ultimately an accurate sentencing is always the preferable to a speedy sentencing.
Good on you, Cocorico. Yes, all right. I don't need to hear your moralizing. Court will resume this Friday, the 21st of January at 9 o'clock. Don't be late.
Ha!
Prosecutor, do your damn job. Get this stupid fox a conviction already.
You're not supposed to be biased like that if you're the judge. I will do my best to ensure that justice is served, Your Honor.
I know what we should do now.
Yeah, we should go to the elephant. Yes?
Do we have a photo of the judge now?
Hmm?
Do we have a photo of the judge now?
We should. Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, I also want to
came
ask
up with
about
that.
Hal, right? But, like, now I really want to ask about the judge.
Yeah, because we've seen him. Ooh. So maybe this trial wasn't flubbed after all. This game keeps throwing a lot of curves. I enjoy this.
Yeah, this has
A
been
lot
good.
came up in that trial, huh?
Yeah, no doubts about that.
But something's bothering me. Why would that fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingley, lie on the witness stand?
Maybe he was coerced.
Yeah.
Well, it is possible that he was coerced or bribed.
That's just what I was thinking. Maybe the real murderer threatened the fisherman into making up a story about Prince Swan. Or maybe he really did see it. But
Let's keep an open mind. Anything's possible at this stage. But, to be perfectly honest, something else is bothering me about the trial. Judge Romulus.
of course.
He's acting without a shred of professionalism. He's obviously more interested in securing a guilty verdict than he is in discovering the truth. But why? But why, though?
Maybe he has a vendetta against Spanish royalty?
I'm not so sure. There must be something else at work here. You take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's the Swan or somebody else. Or, excuse me, excuse me, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, it's him.
Rabington.
Sorry to bother you, but this letter just arrived. I think it's for you.
A letter for me? I wonder why it wasn't sent to my office.
Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert? Oh, hush, hush, Sparrowson. I don't need to be pitied by a first-year dropout. Oh, good comeback. So, what does the letter say, Falcon? Oh.
Ooh. It's a threat. A threat made of cut out newspaper letters.
Whoa, I didn't know those things actually existed. Let me see. Falcon, stop your investigation or there will be consequences. Scary.
There's no question that this letter originated from Major Howell's murderer. He, or she, must be aware that we are getting close to uncovering the truth.
Sounds about right. But why would a person write with cut-out newspaper letters like this?
Masking one's handwriting would be the most common reason. Although, I can't help but wonder why they would bother, since we don't have any handwriting samples to compare it to.
We're still going ahead with our investigation, though, right?
Nope!
Nope. I'm not getting killed. I don't get paid enough for this.
I don't know that we get paid at all. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. The lawyer was deterred every time they received a threatening letter. They'd never get any work done. Besides, with only 3 days before the next trial session, we can't afford to be worrying about petty things like this. I don't know that a threat on your life is technically a petty thing, but sure.
Yeah, I guess because he doesn't take it seriously, he's like, it's petty. They can't kill me.
I'm the main character.
I'm a bad bitch. Can't kill me. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wow, you're right. Let's make those days count. Chocolate?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I want chocolate.
Oh boy. Welcome back, messieurs. Have you finally decided to sample of my fine chocolate? Ooh, or perhaps you have just returned to ask more questions. I apologize. I can't remember how I was doing the poor accent before, but I'll try.
I mean, it's how I remember it.
It's just questions today, I'm afraid. Who bought this piece of chocolate? Let me think. Who to ask about? Judge. Judge. He's in the bottom of the pass page.
Yes, we have the judge and we also have the swan, but yes.
Have you served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus?
They probably wouldn't be dressed up as that, though, so I hate that phrasing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Ooh, yes, monsieur. Okay, well.
He didn't even name a different outfit!
All right, have you ever served what? Wait, did you just say yes? Oh, yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that, a little while ago. On the 6th of January, to be precise. Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall. He was a pleasant fellow. Big toothy grin. Bought
Custom
200 grams
filling.
of classic dark Belgian chocolate with custom filling.
Did you fill
your
Mr. Elephant,
chocolate
did you
with poison?
put poison in the chocolate?
Custom filling. Yeah, it was some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample.
Because it would have killed you?
Probably.
Maybe? What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the scene of the crime, then... Monsieur Hagoslach, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? I can do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, as you understand. Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all. Well,
Oh my gosh.
case done.
Yeah, all right. Put the judge in jail.
Yeah, not quite, but we got to figure out what else we're gonna do.
Ooh.
Would you? Huh? Green ink?
Not even just the green ink, like the color, like that's interesting, yes. But the fact that we got a threat without a handwriting, didn't have a handwriting sample, but now we have something with handwriting. That's very telling.
What? Barrison, don't be a
Green-
bigot.
Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only true villainous people write in green.
Look, even though I don't like the color green in anything but nature, I'm not going to judge people that do.
Same. I'm also not very fond of green unless in nature.
Thank you for your time, Monsieur Hagelslag. You've been enormously helpful. Is that a joke about my weight? I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. Oh, yeah. It's less...
That's crazy.
It's definitely not the accent I did last time, because it was way more Midwest than it was, like, German.
Gosh.
Damn. What do we get?
We do have to tell them out. Well, I don't know if we should tell
all right,
them
we do
out,
need to tell
be
them out.
honest.
We do.
Oh,
we
we
were
do?
asked that. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. And the associates.
Mm-hmm.
He asked us to do it, but what if it makes the case worse? I'll read Mousy so you don't have to read. Oh,
Okay.
Hello again. Hi, Mousy.
Mousy, we have a message for you. It's from Prince Juan himself. Wait, Unsecret Crush just gave a very important hint in the chat. At this approximate era in time, green dyes often had high concentrations of arsenic in them.
What does that mean?
For those not aware, arsenic is a heavy poison.
A what poison?
Heavy.
Heavy poison. Ow. Wow, they're really throwing these hints in there. I wouldn't have got that. Honestly, special thanks to Miriam666 and Unsecret Crush for this information. This is really cool.
Unsecret Crush also saying, don't get too excited though. They were also using it in like wallpapers and shit.
Still though, that's still I think an intentional hint that they did.
Probably. What was also hilarious, so there's a misconception about this, but you know what else has arsenic in it?
What?
Apple seeds.
Oh yes, this is true.
Oh wait, no, sorry, that's the confusion. They don't contain arsenic. They contain trace layers of chemical compound that can cause formaldehyde. Is that right?
I guess that is not true. But I do remember hearing rumors, like, as a kid, like, if you eat this XYZ seed, you're going to die. So I just assumed, like, if you eat, like, too much of, like, something, like a seed or something, like...
Thank you, Unsecret Crush. Yes, not arsenic, not formaldehyde. Cyanide.
Cyanide, I see.
Formaldehyde is, if you have way too much aspartame, it can make formaldehyde in your brain, but that requires you drinking something like 12 gallons in a day.
Huh.
If you're drinking 12 gallons of aspartame in a day, you're probably dying anyway, because that means you consume 12 gallons of liquid in a single day.
Yeah. I don't even... Yeah, your body definitely can't hold that much liquid. Your stomach probably can't.
I suppose you could literally be simultaneously peeing while you're drinking, but I still don't think it's going to work that well.
Yeah, I don't think that's like... I don't think it's going to go through your system fast enough. Anyway. He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter, whatever that means. Oh, yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Prince Swan told you that, then he means he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them.
These are used train ticket stubs? Looks like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy? I read the right words. They were missing the word of. What is the point this?
Gosh. Prince Juan said that it would help with the trial. See the names.
Gautier Signy. Nicole Signy. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who those people are.
Who was Signy before?
The Swan, isn't it?
Mm.
You can click on the photo book.
Yeah. It is her last name. Neither do I, really. Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people and then to make sure they caught the train. And so, that's what I did.
You're good. Don't know how that helps us, but sure. Strange. Oh, wow. All right. Game, really, get out of my head. Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep a hold of them just in case.
It only lets us know that because he told us that somebody was going to kill her parents, assumingly kill her parents if she didn't pay this debt.
Oh,
so her parents
right.
have escaped. Yes, so the parents have escaped. So that means that they're safe and that whoever's trying to kill them in France can't kill them.
Right, and then she'll be able to testify.
Yeah, because then she won't feel like she's at, risk.
Right.
Unless the guy comes for her specifically. But,
Ticket subs have been added to your evidence folder. Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing courier.
Good call.
Oh, I just realized the time. Would you like to take a break?
Sure.
Unless you want to go longer today, then we could go another 15, 20 minutes or so, and then take a break.
Well, we're really close, and I don't feel particularly lethargic, so
Okay.
Sure. We can only go to the AA offices.
Well, then let's go to the AA offices. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. Big picture is coming together nicely. Ooh, yeah. All coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. That's not how you spell jeopardy.
Ha!
We still
It's always nice to see some of the game devs' little mistakes.
We still got one day until the trial.
Human.
Yes. But how to spend it? So is it still Thursday? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre. Maybe we should just play some cards like Canard Joyo?
I'm afraid that
Shall we?
the guy, the killer is gonna bust in the door and be like, I'm gonna shoot you, and then that's the end.
I don't know if this is a time of... this might be pistols.
Okay, maybe not shoot you, but stabby. I don't know, because we're in a place where it would be assumed that we're supposed to be. But let's.
Well, we can go play
see what
cards.
happens.
Let's go make money. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You've been unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
Okay. What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we're missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howe consumed a piece of chocolate before he died. We know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up. Uh-oh.
Sparrowson, don't tell me you're gonna, let yourself die. So, I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison.
Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish.
Sparrowson, please don't tell me you're a fool.
Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe. Sparrowson, please don't tell me you ate the wrapper.
Open your inventory. Open your inventory. No, we still got it.
Okay, I still have it. But that doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
That could go past, like, the logic of the game.
Yeah,
the
the inventory may just be items that we're aware of.
No!
We'll stop thinking those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
Please don't tell me you did it.
Oh, no!
Oh, Sparrowson, no! I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper.
Oh, no!
45 minutes ago!
Sparrowson? Sparrowson?
Hello?
I'm gonna eat the goddamn... Holy shit!
Is it the needle? Huh?
I have so many questions.
Is it like the needle, the person's delicate hands, the beak?
I think all of the above. I think they were trying to go for a plague doctor look, but as a bird.
I see.
Because the hat, especially.
I see.
Doctor.
I would have entirely missed that reference. I'm just like, why is that bird's hands drawn so delicately while they hold that ginormous needle?
Hey, is it even a needle? Where's the handle for the plunger? Like, what?
Isn't this like the...
Well, so it's a plunger, right? But normally if it's an injection needle, you're going to have like 2 finger holds to hold it while you're injecting the stuff. That looks almost like an extractor of some kind.
Huh.
Anyway.
They're dainty. The needle matches the beak. It does.
You're not wrong. Doctor, is Sparrowson okay? Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say your friend is not on his deathbed.
Well, at least they caught it in time.
Oh, thank God. How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Lowering occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. Why did we take him to a mental health doctor?
That's what I'm saying. Like, wait, how? What?
But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He'll make a full assessment.
Oh, but the trial's tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock. Sparrowson won't even be at the trial. Because he freaking risked his damn life. Oh.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Maybe I guess they extracted the poisons from his stomach, I hope.
Yeah, maybe. Wait a moment. There is a matter of the bill.
Oh, boy.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down. I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands.
Until I get the dollar bills. He might die.
This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. You. I finally found you. Did someone say something? Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the...
Oh no, now I'm gonna die. Now we're gonna die.
If we think this is the... Alright, we think this is the judge, so... I told you to drop the investigation, but you wouldn't listen. Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
He's gonna stab us.
All right. I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you ever see.
Hello?
The end.
Ow! I think maybe we did get the bad end.
Au revoir, JJ Falcon. I'm going to go buy more chocolate.
Gosh. ...
What just happened? Where am I?
Bird heaven?
Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, a 2, a 3. 3 licks.
Heh.
Did it work?
Where are we?
Ah. Dame Kathleen.
I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up.
I don't like either of those options. Let's go with ... Because mistakes were definitely made.
Yeah. Silence. I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that excuse the heinous,
Yep.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row.
It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame, Dame Kathleen.
That darn cat. It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures?
I'm not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ.
Don't call me JJ.
That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your great-grandfather's shadow.
My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better.
A worm. I got a raid. Hello, guys.
Hello, Raiders. I don't know if Midi has a raid video, but she can't show it right now because I am actually in control of her channel.
I do not have a raid video. I usually just welcome and greet people.
You are all secretly
Kaze.
looking at me now.
Yes. Hi, hey, how dare you? Hey, put it back. Kaze, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Right now, this is not my usual channel look, but I have Silver driving the car because we are collaborating and we're playing Aviary Attorney, and we're assuming that we may have gotten the bad end because our protagonist more than likely got stabbed. And he's having a sort of nightmare of all of his failures in life. So I think we got the bad end and we're going to have to start over. What were you up to? Let me give you a shout out. Oh, I'm the king of bad ends, so this sounds like the stream for me. Yeah, if you want to lurk while you do something else, we'll be going on for probably a little I'm like really invested.
Yes. I
But
want
we
to at
might
least see
take a
how
break
this case
soon.
ends. Yeah. Depends on
Yes.
if they, like, make us go another day. If, like, the trial ends, we'll talk about it if the trial ends. We'll see.
Yeah. Gundam Breaker 4. Is that an older game? I haven't heard of it.
I think it just got released for PC. It is an older game, but I think it just got released on PC.
Ooh.
If I'm remembering right.
Unsecret Crest says final boss, confront your failures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it came out on Thursday. Cool.
And it's like, it's not the one that's like a Samurai Warriors, right? It's a different type of fighting game with Gundam, I think.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
All right.
But let's see.
All right.
We'll prove them wrong.
We will prove them wrong. I can do better. Oh,
Aww.
it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No. I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, Monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up.
Not bad end?
Not bad end?
Okay.
Huh, now we go to the bridge.
I guess. Oh, did he knock us out over the bridge and thought we drowned?
Maybe.
Come on, monsieur. Wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me.
They tried to hide the body.
Oh, we are not fond of water. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Oh boy.
My head. Where am I? The Pont des Arts. You know, by the Louvre. In Paris. France? I just fished you out of the scene. Sign. If you know how to pronounce that, let me know. I'm going to say sign. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falcon or something. Giro Falco or something.
Disrespecter.
Wait, what time is it? Actually, what day is it? You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January, around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
That's bad.
21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial! I should have been at the Cour d'Assises 10 minutes ago. Well, you're running late, but take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Toussaint, you were at that trial. You know there's no ounce of understanding.
Maybe if I sprinted. In your condition, that would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes. Oh, thank you, Toussaint. You're very kind. No time. Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go.
Green ink pen.
Probably. What is this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. You might even call it swanky.
Swanky.
Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you. I was holding this? Then I suppose it has to be mine.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, fisherman. I owe you one. Hey! Don't call me a fisherman! It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call.
Damn,
Is the
both of them
defense
aren't
not
there.
present?
Such unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Swan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There's no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes, in case the defense is a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served.
All right, Cocorico, I see you.
Let's go?
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute.
No. My job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served.
All right, Cocorico.
An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more on this matter. I will now talk with the jury. Louise, the defense is present. Your Honor. Shit.
Just shit.
You're too late, Falcon.
So how do I pronounce this before I make a fool of myself?
Mondu.
Mondu. Mondu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Yes, I did.
Something like that?
Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Ah, Cocorico is a justice fetishist.
Ha! Justice fetishist!
That's fine. Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. That's actually a real thing. Like,
really?
Yeah, if you are not wearing a proper suit, the judge can't actually hold you in contempt of court. It's up to the judge. Like, it's their courtroom, so they get to decide the rules on that stuff, but...
That's crazy.
I think it comes up in My Cousin Vinny, even. Your Honor. Oh.
But, Your Honor...
Rules are rules. One more word of it of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France? He's here? Oh boy. Would you like to do Louis
Should I do
Philippe?
this? Yeah, so we can have a little more balance, 2 and 2.
Sure.
I'm not going to try to do any accents, though.
You're fine.
Oh. Are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. We, well, ooh, you see...
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a case where but it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began.
Well, the defense, he was late, and, this is basically like pulling his collar going,
Yeah. Oh, pish posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust that you have no objections with the king testifying? No. Oops. Go ahead.
No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine by me.
And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? Beach?
Fine. Proceed with this curse trial.
Excellent! Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle des
Tiber, I
What
think
was
is
it
what
again?
we heard.
Tiber?
Tiber? Yeah, now I gotta look it up
Tiber,
again.
yeah.
God damn it.
Salle de Tiber, it's okay, with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I
Tibre.
unveiled the new painting. And I gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of
Tibre.
Spain. Tibre. He presented a roge, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt.
Nope.
And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man of all France.
That's not what royalty means.
Exactly. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I?
I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? Sorry, Unsecret Crush gave us a reading of it. Yeah, Tibre.
Tibre. Pour la justice.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Slay? So we know he's not the Prince of Spain, but do we have anything that proves that?
Yeah, well, and also, I don't think that's relevant to the case, right? What were the other options on
Yeah. So we've got South Entrance, the Salle de Tibre.
With little fanfare. That seems wrong, right? Didn't we hear... Like, didn't he have a huge entourage of people?
He had an entourage, and then, what, there was like 24
Let's ask about that. Like, we won't press hard, because I don't want us to
Yeah.
mess with the jury, but let's ask about that. Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle de Tibre uneventfully?
Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery.
What did you see in the Salle de Tibre? Would you elaborate? What did you see?
Well, Roman stuff, mostly.
I meant aside for the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room? Oh, right! That's the room where we found the wrapper. Did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest.
Ooh, this could go bad. I want the king to elaborate.
I know this could go bad, but also, like, the room, like...
Well, again, that's where we found the chocolate wrapper.
Yeah, and we don't know, but we also don't know who might have been in the room.
Actually, I want the king to elaborate.
The king could say that, oh yeah, I talked to the judge.
Yeah.
In the room. Which would be funny. I want the king to elaborate.
I have reason to believe that this was a key moment of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw.
Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, Your Majesty. Copper urn thing. Yes. Right, let me think. So where there's a giant doorstop and there's the copper urn thing.
Ooh.
Oh, there was something else, now that you ask.
Ooh.
I was offered a box of chocolates, by some peasant, mademoiselle. Yes! Yes. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Hal was keen to accept a chocolate or two. Two on my behalf.
Costa Rico's like, hey, this is kind of important.
Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No. Please continue, Your Majesty.
I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable.
How dare you?
To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan. Probably in her late teens or early 20s.
A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was...
Signy.
Uh-huh. Mademoiselle Signy.
Signy. That sounds familiar. Why, yes. I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Signy, and now the swan is going to jail.
Maybe. That's probably why we got the train tickets.
I
see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signy gave chocolates to Major Hal minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you are alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Hal ate chocolates.
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned.
We have a friend in a hospital.
My best friend is on his near deathbed because he decided to take a bite of poison for justice. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes. Shut up, Judge. Shame on you, defense. Implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on.
Hold it!
Hold it! I should load... Okay, I'll remember that for next episode. Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised?
Katie? Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Okay, now we're back. You kind of faded out a little bit.
Oh. Oh yeah, I do see that I'm going a little slow on your stream, but I think I caught up.
Yep, you're back.
The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
Ooh. Ooh.
But we have evidence, but it's not hard.
Yeah,
proof.
I don't think we have. I don't want to mess with the jury, so like I don't know that we have anything that could prove it, right?
We couldn't pay the guy. We couldn't pay the hospital bill either.
Mm-hmm. So let's not press, because it's always gone bad for us.
So ...
Yeah.
Oh. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
I feel like we...
I know.
The pen? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That wouldn't prove the chocolate.
Mm-mm.
Wait!
Oh, the receipt! Son of a bitch.
It could have proved the chocolate. It could have proved that he bought... Well, it only proves that he bought it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not that he gave it to the girl or anything.
Right. All right. Well, let's see what this does.
Very well. I'm pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs.
I will now deliberate with the jury. Is this...
Objection!
Okay. Oh, hey!
He did it!
Unsecret Crush is asking, can you backtrack and try presenting the receipt? There is unfortunately no backtracking in this.
Yeah, once we do it, we do it. Foiled by the paperwork. Yeah, but he did it. He lived. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. I've even got a doctor's note. See?
It's too late. The trial is over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. The judge is like, that's exactly why I don't want to listen to him.
Yeah. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It's to ensure that justice is served.
I swear, you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to the
Saltpeter. I don't know how that's how you pronounce it. That's just what I'm saying. Saltpeter. I'm going to say it's probably
hospital.
Yeah, it's probably Salpetri is probably the right way to say it.
Salpetri Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. This included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as aconite, aka monk shoot, aka wolfsbane.
Ooh.
When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically. We can skip that a bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Felret. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Sorry, I took your role. I was getting really excited.
It's okay.
I got really excited because I thought we were gonna lose.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I had been reading 2 characters back to back. Anyway, so do you wanna take my
No, go ahead.
Awesome. Well, wait, did you say the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examinated by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine the little annoying liar of the bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear that would be a waste of the court's time. And nobody wants that.
Ugh. So then what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous?
Tenuous.
Tenuous.
Mm-hmm. Tenuous.
Tenuous. A step above circumstantial. Plain English? You have a proven link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. Oh, yes, we can. We can prove that. You're still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism? Why do they keep throwing in? They're throwing in big words. French. That is required by any good court of law. Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
Oh. Go ahead. I'm just surprised that he brought along a witness.
Maybe she can help.
Who would you bring? The doctor? Oh!
The swan.
Hold on. I can make this work.
Hello.
You
might have trouble going back and forth between your voice changer here, but we'll see how much he talks.
Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet. But have you been you've been an enormous asset to this case, but what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness?
Yeah. I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Signy, so that she can testify about Prince Swan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson.
Yeah, like putting the girl in jail, but actually the judge will probably go in jail.
Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Signy is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right.
Barrison, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you're agreeing to?
I do. I've accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signy as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Signy. Prosecuting is my job.
This is a very interesting thing to call out because that commonly becomes a theme in the Phoenix Wright games. Like, you're a defense attorney, but you, like, in almost every case, you end up, like, grilling a witness until they admit they're the murderer.
Gosh.
Please, I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
You?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth, but nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good. Oh, wait, gotta do it like Dark Souls. Very good.
Gosh.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Catherine Marie Signy, and I'm a flower seller.
You did it backwards.
I did it backwards?
Your voice changer's not on.
My name is Catherine Marie Signy, and I'm a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Signy, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop inside the Tiber, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why, Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Ha ha ha, we do have evidence for this. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur. I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt, and nobody else's.
Gained a little favor with the jury.
Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous... Pute? Pute? Well, that's a very different word. I just realized what I said. Sorry. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? No.
No.
Hey, 6-7.
No, sir.
No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You are here to defend Prince Juan. And you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence.
Caw. Welcome, 7 even.
Nonetheless, I believe that the Mademoiselle has admitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance.
I won't allow it.
Excuse me, sir.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in.
I'm about to jump on that podium, though.
Fine. If he will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I know what we need to show her.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
That's what you think.
Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
I think you do.
But I would like to
With
see
some
those train
tickets,
tickets.
Yes.
Please take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs.
Look at the names, please.
Papa and Maman. Maman. And Vienna. Really? Well, they're really safe.
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Aw, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there?
About how you're going to jail.
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except, it was not of my own volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with the murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those that I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
Haha.
Shit. Ha! What a creative story! This is obviously a last-minute, desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although, admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit.
Brazen.
Brazen, my bad.
No worries.
But in any case, These sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Signy, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a judge no less, of conspiring to the murder of a king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
I do.
Oof.
Poof! You say the judge lent you money, then you must have a signed contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first. Well, I later said I had to repay him.
Huh. How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof that because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have to do something! Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Signy?
A link. Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say, with certainty, that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Signy in the past. I know this because at this very moment I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Pen or receipt? Probably a receipt?
I feel like it's the receipt.
Yeah, because we can't prove the pen is his, I guess, right?
Yeah, because we can say, it's this receipt, signed with green ink. Ha! Where'd you get that green ink? This pen.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Hopefully.
I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
Sure don't. What?
Nope.
What is that? What does this piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Landers Hagenslacks Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought the chocolates on the day before the murder. The chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the ones used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with Mademoiselle's testimony.
That would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't set foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is an indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What have you there? What you have there is a scrap of paper with the words Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed the receipt. I don't know how the pen is going to prove that.
I mean, maybe if it's the same ink.
This is absurd. You want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off an official court documents.
That would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have... I don't know how the pen's going to prove this. I already have, in my possession, proof that signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. I mean, it'd be the pen, but I don't know how that
It's gotta be the... Yeah, I don't know what he's going to say. I mean, Romulus tried to kill him. The elephant also said the guy was there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's got to be the pen.
It's got to be the pen. I'm also like, maybe the pen came from the shop and that they use green ink over there? I don't know.
Oh. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Hmm? Oh yeah, that's mine.
Oh!
That's amazing. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks. I've been looking for that thing everywhere.
Oh my god. This
You're a
is for
doofus, Your
real?
Honor. I thought as much.
That's hilarious.
Madames and Messieurs, last night I was assaulted after the Salpêtrie hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the sign.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I seem to have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about the pen is the ink it contains. It is an emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture there's only a dozen people in all of Paris that are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it?
Take another look at that chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt
Take a look
was
at
signed
that snout.
with emerald green ink. Shit. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there's no more room for coincidence. There's no more room for doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signy, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man named Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Signy's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signy to take full responsibility for the crime. Zoom in. Hold on, let me... That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I admit it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put the peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it. What? I am the one who holds the gavel. I'm the one who passes the sentences. You do realize you just admitted this all in a court of law, right? With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place de Austerlitz before nightfall. That's not a French word. Place de
That's not how
Austerlitz.
that works.
Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody. There's a king in the other room.
Yeah,
Not even
so-
God can condemn me when I sit so highly.
Yo, he really got the evil villain thing going on.
I gotta remember the Colonel Sanders voice. Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the court d'assises, What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. Hey, King.
He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector.
Shit. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You will see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeoisie will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class. Where everyone is free and equal. I mean, look, the French Revolution, I think will have happened by this point. Maybe not. Hey! Don't touch me! Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him.
I wouldn't ignore him per se. There were some culty guys outside.
Yeah.
Of course. Carry on, Inspector. No, there's no judge, so we're just standing there like, What happens now?
I guess I'm supposed to take over the president judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. Antigua Crush is right in chat. She says, there were actually a couple of revolutions. They got a taste and just couldn't stop revolting.
Gosh.
We find the defendant, Prince Juan Corrito, to be cleared of all not guilty.
Yippee!
Here's hoping that this time it doesn't turn out that she's guilty.
I mean, she didn't kill the guy. I mean, she did kill the guy, but like, she didn't kill the guy. It's because it wasn't her plan. Like, she was forced to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She was forced to present the chocolate.
What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. Coerced? Coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. Oop.
I see. I cannot argue.
But, as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in court of law.
What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Oh, thank you so much, monsieur. Well, thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna?
I think so. But you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents will be free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before, before the fighting starts.
Do you mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't really seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
I wouldn't think that. He tried to kill you.
It's not just him, monsieur. On the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thank you for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Then, good luck, messieurs. And farewell. Maybe we can meet again once this is all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Saracen. Take Prince Swan back to the Aviary office. We need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie. I'm also like, but what about the other foxes, and how do the other foxes relate to everything? And does
yeah, I mean, as of right now, I guess they were wolves and not foxes, but as of right now, we don't know that they exist.
I suppose so, yeah. I suppose
we saw them. You and I, Midi and Silver.
We saw it, but the birds did not.
Correct. I don't even know that Signy saw anyone other than the wolf. The judge.
Yeah. I suppose congratulations are in order, uncovering the truth in the way that you did. It was quite a feat.
Everything went far better than I could have hoped. But you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid? Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial's produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signy to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So, why are you holding back?
You know, 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I would have probably prosecuted Mademoiselle Signy. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I've gained experience, I started noticing the details.
The details?
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations. The gaps in the law where, even when the due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it. So I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signy, and she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice.
... You're going soft.
You're going soft, bro.
I think you're a good lawyer is the right answer.
Yeah.
You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
Well, you're not terrible, Falcon.
Now go smooch.
Aw.
I mean, that's got to be the equivalent of the Phoenix Wright, right? Anyway.
Right?
Like more than half the internet wants Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright to smooch.
Now here comes the final punch in the gut.
Hold on. Unsecret Crush is asking, did anyone already point out the fun fact that Cocorico is what French roosters say? Oh.
I had no idea.
That's amazing.
This is
I must
great.
congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Spousen.
Now here comes the thing. I did poison the rose, and the chocolates were a lie or something.
Yeah.
But here we go.
What am I doing? Still using that old accent. I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal. We were just doing our jobs. No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would have surely stumbled or caved in. Oh, before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Volpez. This has been a strange case, but I am glad the truth came to light.
I now wonder if whatever sum of money they have to go back to the hospital and be like, hey, here you go. All the money we earned.
Probably. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Volpez, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job.
Oh. More reputable than the falcon that stands before me.
Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky
Jeez.
track record. Kick me while I'm low.
True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as a lawyer for that reason alone.
Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Volpez. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. Oh no, I lost Midi again. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. Hello again.
Discord dislike me. Yeah, I heard you stop and I was like, oh, Discord must have hiccuped. And it did.
I mean,
it
so again,
restarted
I
itself.
still see you and and Video Ninja, so I was able to read the line because I can see it over there. The main reason for Discord, for those that are not aware, this game, for some reason, Video Ninja is having a real hard time capturing audio from it. Otherwise, I would just capture the audio that way. So, and we've run into this a few times over the years with collabs and stuff like that for myself and like Robot Spacer and some other folks. Just depends on the game. So in order for me to capture audio from the game for you all, Midi also has to stream it to me a second time in Discord so I can capture the audio that way.
Yeah.
You want to reshare the game?
Okay. Oh, yes. I do have to do that, don't I?
You do. I have read this line. We can continue on.
All right. Hold on. I need my Mix It Up open. Okay.
The future is where our potential lies. That's what should be paying attention to. The storm is approaching fast.
You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned?
Indeed. I dare say the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or another.
So they are wolves.
Listen, Monsieur Falcon. You probably have a surge of work. You will probably have a surge of work over the coming days. You want me to dig up dirt on anyone? Please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up the dirt? I am a private investigator. It's what I do. We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Volpez. Go put on a closed shirt.
Yeah, please. Put your breasts away.
No need to be tits out for France anymore.
Yeah, no more.
Good day, Monsieur.
Cover them up.
I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? was just going to ask you wanted tea or coffee. Well, that's a good
Time to
question for you,
save.
Midi. We are 3 hours in. I am absolutely happy to continue going longer, but I know it is later for you, and you do need to eat the dinner.
It's not super late, but yes, this is longer than Midi's usual stream time for a session without a break. But as you can see by me accidentally interrupting Silver and reading over his lines, I got very excited and invested. So I feel good, but better call it quits.
Okay. Yeah.
While I still feel all right.
Yes. So if you are watching live, please stick around. We will raid someone rad. I don't know how the raids work on your channel with me streaming to it. I'm sure you'll be able to do it from there.
I probably have to initiate a raid myself.
Yeah. If you're watching the archive, I don't know if I'm going to split this into 2 parts or not. So congrats on watching a 3-hour video.
Woohoo!
Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. We should be back next week. I did just find out, however, we're on this is the completion of Act 2 of 6. So this is going to go a little bit longer than I was expecting. Let me double check that just to be sure. Acts. Okay, no, it is Act 2 of 4. It is just that they're
we're halfway there.
Yeah, so we're halfway there. I call that out because while CDN is an ongoing, continuous thing, and I try to only do one at a time, in October, the season of Sawin is returning. It's actually starting. This will be the first time I run one named that. I am starting to get stuff lined up for that, and it does mean if we are not done by the start of October, I will not have free Saturdays for us to continue during that time, which means that we will return in November if we are still going by that point. I have a feeling we'll finish before then, but we'll see.
I think so too. I do have a couple of weekends in September that I will be occupied though, but mayhaps
maybe we do it another night.
Yeah.
Even if they're shorter episodes on those other nights.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to
see. I am very
invested.
invested.
I'll tell you my schedule.
Yeah.
I'm also very invested. Did you want to discuss anything about the game before we go? Thoughts, feelings?
It seems like for once we actually defended not 1 but 2 innocent people this time.
Yeah, and I'm really curious, if there is an actual route where you frame the cat, because I really don't think there is one. But this game is throwing a lot of curveballs that I didn't expect. I thought this game was going to be I don't know, more simply written. But it's actually very
it so far feels like a
dense.
Even more humorous yet even more serious take on Phoenix Wright.
I've never played Phoenix Wright actually, so I don't actually know.
Oh no, Midi, you can't tell me that. No, all right. Well, look, I did say that CDN is potentially a never-ending thing, so maybe we'll circle back around at one point and play the Phoenix Wright.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, I'm going to trip us up.
It's like this, but even more anime.
I love that. I like anime, as you can tell.
Also, unfortunately, even more puns. But regardless, yeah, I'm excited. I'm interested to see, do they actually touch on the revolution? Does the game take a turn at some point? We're not doing cases anymore. It sounds like we'll be interacting with Volpez more. Is it Volpez or Volps?
I would say Volpez, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. If you know, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, that case was interesting. That did not go where I thought it was going to go. Well,
I had
no,
no
I take
idea.
that.
I'm going. Well, I mean, we did
we started getting ideas as we got closer, but
yeah, I had virtually no idea, and wasn't sure where we were gonna go.
Yeah. Well, all right, folks. So we'll end it here, and then we'll do the raids out. Thank you all so much for watching, and be safe and be kind to one another. Bye-bye.